I'm Tammy Beilstein. Welcome to Tammy's Window on Calaveras. I'm here today with Mary Jane Genochio from the Calaveras County Arts Council, and as usual, she has about a bazillion things going on that she needs to tell us about. You do so much great work in our county. Okay, music in the parks. You going to start with that?
We're starting with that.
Okay, let's start with that.
Well, we just ended with our Ovation series. So every winter at the Bret Harte High School Theater, we have 5 performing artists scheduled throughout January, February, March, 5 sets. And so we had a great season. And then there's a no breather. And then I start working on music in the parks. Actually, I start working on music in the parks probably during the summer. So I've got things parallel going. So
yeah, they overlap. How do you do it?
How do you do it? It's just like, it's a lot of fun because not only are we bringing in great art to the community that is either affordable or free, and music in the park is free, so that's always a big draw, but it's also, and I'm really excited especially about this year, to bring in local artists to do the performing.
Oh, cool. Can we go back 1 second? So the Ovation series, is that something that people would pay to go see this? It's a fundraiser for?
It's not a fundraiser, but it's affordable, high-quality performing groups. So we had the Brubeck Institute come in, young boys, 18, 19 years old, that come to, they apply at UOP in order to be a part of the program. And they're just young kids with fantastic talent. And then we brought back Joe Craven, who's a local favorite, and we had Zimbabwe dancers this year, and we had Felici Trio out of Mammoth, and we had a close with Viviana Guzman, who's a flutist, and her group is all Juilliard trained as either flutist or piano. So those are really high quality artists who you don't have to go out of county to see.
And were those well attended?
Sadly, Tammy, they weren't as well attended as we wanted, and the Community Foundation gave us a sizable grant to bring in youth, 18 years and younger. So it was like pulling teeth to get the kids to come, but once they got on board to say, oh, this is free, then we started getting a fuller house. Oh, good. But you know, the one thing about Ovations is that sometimes with people they say, well, I don't like dance, so they don't go to dance. But you know, they should, because it exposes them to a whole new genre of performing arts. But it's okay, we keep doing it, and we will continue to do it. And certainly saves on mileage. You don't have to go to San Francisco.
And you're sitting there with your friends and neighbors too. There's no doubt that people would know other people there at the theater.
Oh, absolutely. It's a family gathering.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, so those are indoor. Those are they cost something. The thing you're doing now, totally free for families. Out in the parks. Yeah.
Once again, with the Arts Council, we do family friendly. So whether it's the Ovations,
family friendly.
Fundraisers, they're family friendly. But with music in the parks, that one's really fun because it's how do you spend your Wednesdays in Calaveras County for 10 weeks. And
10 weeks?
10 weeks.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So we start in Copperopolis, and then we sort of go around the county, and this year we're going to end in Arnold on August 14th. So it's from June 12th to August 14th.
All right. June
12th. Leave your work. Go home, put your picnic baskets together, grab the kids, and be a deadhead groupie and follow us throughout the county. And we do have a substantial number of families that just follow because it's fun.
Yeah, that is. It's really neat. And the way you guys do it is just so inviting for everyone. You bring your own lawn chair, bring a blanket, anything goes.
Yeah, we say beverage of choice.
Oh, do you?
Except on school premises.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you got to throw that in.
But that's what makes it so friendly. You're having a picnic with family and friends.
Yeah.
And the kids are out there dancing and doing somersaults and enjoying music that maybe they wouldn't download for their iTunes.
Yeah, yeah. And they don't know if they like it or not until they hear it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And I've learned that as an adult, listening to musicians saying, I wouldn't like that. It sounds like young rock and roll. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I really do like it.
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Okay, you are cool. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things I'm thinking. How do you find these people? How do you decide which ones you're going to actually use during the series? And I want to know who's playing where, when.
Yeah, those are excellent questions.
Okay. Where do we start?
Well, sometimes it's, referrals. Certainly, give me a call. Say, I heard this band. They're really great. They'd be great for music in the parks. And so that plants the seed. But this past year, Ebbets Pass Scenic Byway has a celebration. It's in the second Saturday in September, and this year I went to it, and there were 4 groups that were performing, and it was like, oh, my job is going to be easy. Somebody else already did the selection, and I hired 3 out of 4. The only reason I did not hire 4 out of 4 is that what is very typical in the foothills, what is very typical in the music business, is that the same performers are performing in another group. And so this year I'm bringing in Cantamos, and the group that they are associated with, one, the female singer, Cantamos is one, Michaela, and then you have the other, another female singer in tour guides, and it's like, well, maybe I'll do tour guides next year because I'm doing Cantamos this year.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then last year I had a funny experience because we had Patrice Pike, who's out of Austin, Texas, but she performs in Strawberry, and she came into Calaveras County, but she needs a backup performers. And we hired a group called Descendants of Prospectors. They're local, out of Murphy's. We hired Alma, local, out of Murphy's.
Right.
And as we're putting together the graphics for last year, we start seeing the same people appear, but 3 different genres of music, or 2 different, whether it's rock and roll or funk, or not funk, we didn't do funk, but
funk would be funky, that'd be cool.
Or new age. And so that's when it really hit me that, you don't have to go outside almost your zip code in order to find wonderful performers, because that was an example of how we had 3 groups, same virtual performers and great musicians, but they had a different musical score with whoever they were performing with.
Now, if you hadn't heard of someone who wants to participate, can they audition for you?
They don't. Well, they can send me a CD. Okay. Let me hear them on YouTube, and even a referral. I've hired groups that I've not heard, but Bill will say, Mary Jane, he's a really great performer, and I'll say, okay, I trust you because your name is on the line.
Right. Yeah. Because if they suck, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. And this year I'm real pleased because 9 out of 10 groups are Northern California based, and I'd say 8 of them are actually 7 of them are here in the foothills.
Wow, that is so cool. Yeah. We have so many different types of artists around here. Very talented people.
The hills are alive. The population of fine artists, visual artists, literary artists, they're all over. They live in Calaveras County.
Yeah.
And that's why we're blessed.
Yeah, we're so lucky.
Okay,
who do you have first?
Yeah, well, we have McCollamy Crossing, and they're going to be opening on June 12th at Copperopolis.
And what kind of music is that?
Patricia Jackson is the lead, and she says, we're Americana with a twist, with a foothill twist. And so we sell Patricia's CDs in the Arts Council, and I've been selling them, and I hadn't listened, and then I've seen her in person, and finally I sat down and I thought, I need to actually hire Patricia because I know she's good.
Right.
And so I'm really excited to bring her into Copper and to kick off the season.
Sometimes someone is so close to you that you overlook them, huh?
That's right. I know that. She's so nice, too. And then we're bringing back Fish Tank Ensemble, and they're going to be performing.
That is a funny name.
I know. They're cute. And actually, they are out of Sacramento, but they travel all over the United States and international. Okay. And Ursula, who's the lead on this, and it's gypsy music.
Oh,
so
neat.
She even plays the saw, and so her husband is Romanian or something. So they've got an international twist to them. But she's a good old Sacramento gal.
I would have never guessed gypsy music with a name like that.
I'm not. I forgot what Fish Tank on. I might have had to do with her hosiery that day. Who knows? Yeah. Remember Fish? No.
Fish
Okay.
net.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then again, that's going to be at Utica Park, and June 26th at Mountain Ranch. We have B-sides, Sounds of the 60s, because that fits another style of music. And there is a nice young man named Grover Anderson out of Murphy's. And I heard Grover at the Hermit Fest, and it was like, who is this person and why haven't I heard of him before? And he's a young man with an incredible talent, and he will be in San Andreas Turner's Park on July 3rd.
Oh,
and
neat.
he's so excited to play. He plays in Murphy's, but he hasn't come down
Yeah.
the hill.
We'll have
and
a whole new crowd.
Absolutely, and so I wanted
Very
to get
cool.
him some great exposure because Turner Park is so family friendly. I'm not sure if you've been to Turner
Yes,
Park.
I have.
It's just
Yeah.
a lovely setting.
And what kind of music? Did you say what kind of music
He's
that is?
original folk and folk rock.
Nice.
And all of these groups that I am mentioning and will mention, we have links to either their YouTube or to their website,
Oh,
so you
that's
can
a-
hear their music beforehand.
Good idea.
So we got high tech
I
at the
like
Arts
that.
Council. Yeah, sort of high tech. And actually, James Fakwa and the Jukes, they're one of my favorites. And have you heard him?
I've met them before. He is so good. He plays a harmonica.
Yeah, and
so good.
And that's blues.
I
And
like
so
it.
That's going to be Valley Springs Ball Field
Oh,
on
good.
July 10th.
They're close to me then.
Yeah, oh good.
Yeah.
Okay, expect to see you there.
Yes,
Yeah. And he's
for sure.
so fun. He says, I do this for fun.
Yeah.
And you can see
You
them
can
on
tell. Yeah, it was kind of funny because I interviewed him once before. I went out to one of the events where he was playing, and I saw pictures of them. I don't mean any offense, but they were a little older than I am. He is, and some of the others.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, they must have been doing this a long time. I've heard the story, the background
Yeah.
of all the different places they've played.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I thought, I wonder if they get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. You'd think that it was the first time they discovered a song when they're up there playing. It is so cool.
Do the Rolling
They're all
Stones
into
get
it.
tired?
I don't know. I would.
I don't know.
think,
Mick's
but-
turning 70.
But that was really neat to see. It was people happy and excited to do what they do.
And it's the blues, and I love the
Yeah.
blues. And then in Moke Hill at Shutter Tree Park, Moke Hill loves to dance. And when I say Moke Hill, meaning the whole audience, you don't have to be from Moke Hill,
Right,
of course,
right.
but it's just a dance. It's a smaller park, and somehow the energy and the compactness of the park, people are always up there dancing. So
That's
I had
so
to get a good dancing group. And so Route 88, they'll be there on July 17th, classic rock, and they call classic rock and more, and they're out of Pioneer.
Oh, cool.
So again, local,
Okay.
and I've heard their CD, and it was like, this is fun. This will be a
Neat.
lot of fun. It fits the dance theme, and since that's middle of summer, it fits the whole
that'd
summer
be
evening.
Perfect. I've heard their name before, but I haven't heard them. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go listen to their YouTube videos on your link.
Good, and
Your site.
sort of in the shadows for a while because he had his career and so forth, but Bill Wells is out of Murphy's, and he taught, have you heard him?
I have heard him.
He's wonderful.
That
And-
man, he's so smooth.
I know. I know.
I like him.
When I heard him at Hermit Fest, it was like, why do I have to go any further? And he's now getting more involved with entertaining. Before he's going to be at Murphy's.
Okay.
And he wants to get out there. And I'm glad because he's a very fine musician. And I heard him at a fundraiser for Forest Watch. And it's like, why have you stayed in the shadows for a while?
Yeah.
I think he just selected a few places
Okay.
and venues and times. And he says, okay,
Or things
now
that
I
were
want to get
special
out there.
to him.
Yeah.
When I heard him, he redid a song. So the Pointer Sisters. It was a song that you've heard forever, one certain way. He sang it a different way with different music.
Yeah.
It sounded like a completely different song.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure whether or not he was insulted by this, but I didn't mean to insult him. But after I went up and I said, Bill, you're just terrific. You're a little bit Gordon Lightfoot, a little bit Chris Christopherson-ish, meaning it's not rock and roll, so you're not going to be up there jamming.
Yeah.
But he was more of a troubadour, and his singing was so phenomenal, and the guitar playing is, he doesn't have to sing, just play guitar.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about him.
And just his presence. I don't know, something about him on stage. He looks like a star to
He
me.
does. And
Yeah.
I was pleased the other day. I was in a board meeting, and somebody said, everybody in Murphy's is so excited that Bill Wells is coming.
Oh.
I said, oh, good. So that helps because, and now the community park in Murphy's, now that's family friendly. That's so fun.
Yeah, that'll be so neat.
Yeah, and
okay, so when's he going to be there?
He's going to be there July 24th.
Okay, I do
Okay.
sound like one of his groupies. I'll have to go to one of those.
Well, I'm going to be a groupie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll throw our bras on the stage.
Oh, sounds great.
Isn't that what groupies do?
I guess. I just thought I'd bring an autograph book.
You're a little more classy than I am,
Okay.
apparently.
I'm older than you. I still have autograph books. And July 31st at Angels Camp at Camp's Restaurant, we're bringing in Cantamos. And Cantamos
Okay.
is the group I mentioned earlier. And so Michaela, who is the lead singer, she studied opera and she speaks multiple languages. She is native Calaveras County, and she has a fantastic voice. So it's acoustic blend of rock, jazz, blues, and Latin.
Wow.
And Cantamos...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Get a little of everything
yeah,
there.
well, Cantamos, they performed for us before, and you know, folks would come up to me and say, "Can you bring them back again and again?" It's like, let's give somebody a revolving year.
Right, right.
Please, there are so many
I don't
other
want to burn
groups.
them out. Yeah.
Well, and in all fairness, to some groups that perform, we have brought somebody back the following year, but you know, maybe it was by luck or the outcry was so strong. I said okay, or their fee was too good to pass up. Yeah.
But we have so many groups and bands and performers to choose from.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we're trying to, you know, share the wealth and spread the wealth.
Yeah.
Because when someone comes on Music in the Parks, and it's not just us, but when they start performing locally, then word gets out. And we don't just want them in Calaveras County. We want to, you know, go over to Tuolumne, go over to Amador, because it expands them too.
Right,
but,
right.
However, if there's a loyalty and allegiance, then it should be to Calaveras County and Arts Council.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And then every year we go between, every other year, it's either West Point Elementary or Railroad Flat. And so this year we're coming back to Railroad Flat, elementary school grounds. No alcohol, but bring your favorite picnic dinners. And Die Musica, and that's rock, reggae, funk, and jam.
Oh, that sounds really cool. August.
That one's going to be August 7th.
7th.
Remember, every Wednesday.
Okay.
You start on June 12th and you end August 14th.
Okay, so that little card you're reading off of, is that something people can pick up at the Arts Council?
Well, actually, we're getting ready for our 4,000 piece mailing.
Wow.
And so I will finish the proofing of the card and some other mailers because we include the Music in the Park fridge card. That was what we call it.
That's what that is?
It's front and back, so it has Music in the Parks on one side and then other events that we are sponsoring and supporting on the back side. And our membership campaign is coming due, and so we're asking for memberships, $35 for individuals. What does that do? It helps us do what I'm doing now, whether it's Music in the Parks, arts and education programs, art scholarship programs, fundraisers, ovations. So a $35 membership is really something we need sometimes to simply buy the papers.
Oh, sure.
Fill the holes in some of our budgets, and you know.
Does it when someone pays that membership fee? Are they maybe guaranteed to find out about the upcoming events?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because we do the mailers, we have email mailing as well. But you're on. First, you're supporting the arts. Second, you'll get the mailers. And if you don't want me to snail mail you something, if you don't want me to email you something, fine, just let me know, and I'll call you up on the telephone and simply say.
Be there, be square.
Absolutely. And we'll be closing out the season at Arnold at Cedar Center on August 14th with the Gillette Brothers. And the Gillette Brothers are cowboy minstrels. They played for us last year. They're out of... oh gosh, I forgot the name of the city, but they're out of Texas, and they have won Emmys, I think, and they've been award winners for the Western Cowboy Music Awards, and just brothers who sing, and they're funny, they're acoustic, and I'm bringing them back because they're coming through. I think maybe they're on their way to Freight and Salvage in Berkeley or something like that. But the weather was so hot last summer during their performance mid-season at camps that we had a lower performance. Maybe only 150 people showed up. But
that's a lot.
No, I expect more.
Do you?
I absolutely do. Sometimes we get 300 to 400 people.
You do, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
anyway, I'm bringing the Gillette Brothers back because I want to hear them again.
Yeah.
So it's all about me.
Yeah. Well, and we want to give the people a chance to show up
Yeah.
and hear them for themselves.
And what's really good about our Music in the Park on Wednesday, it's sort of your hump day.
Yeah.
And then we bring in such fine musicians. On Wednesday, they're very good about sometimes lowering their price, their fee for us, because we're sort of the icing on the cake. Their big money is their higher fees, let's say. It's usually on a Friday or a Saturday.
Right.
And so they're really generous. They know we support the arts. They
Yeah.
support us. It's a win-win situation. And we do a lot of publicity for them. They
Yeah.
do publicity for us. And so we're all trying to grow and support the arts.
Win-win for you guys, plus a win for all of us who get to attend.
Oh, we're a win-win-win.
Win-win-win. Yeah, triple win.
There we go.
Nice. That is so cool. So and I'm thinking, do you guys have a Facebook page also?
We do have a Facebook page, but
Why
I
do you
better
say it like that?
Because you got to put things on your Facebook page, and I'm busy trying to book people, and it's hard to keep my Facebook page active. But our website
Okay.
is www.calaverasarts.org.
Okay, I'll have to remember to go there. I am on Facebook all the time.
Would you like to be our Facebook manager?
You know what I like about it is when you have events like
Yeah.
that, like when we do for a hospice, we just put it on there and the invitation goes out to everybody, so all your friends automatically will be reminded that this is coming up on Wednesday. What time
Okay.
on Wednesdays?
People start arriving at 5 because
Okay.
they set up their little space for their picnic tables or picnic blankets. Music starts at 6:30 and ends at 8.
Okay,
So it's a full
Nice.
evening of absolute fun.
yeah. And during the summertime, you're home before it gets too dark.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Neat. Okay, I don't want to forget to ask you what these are.
Yeah. Well, aside from Music in the Parks, we're in the process of finalizing all of our plans and all of our materials for a fundraiser. It's called Glitter, Gatsby, and Gangsters. We've held it for 2 years at different locations, and we're going to bring it around to the Hotel Leger. So
Oh,
here's our
nice.
image of
This
Glitter, Gatsby, and
is
Gangsters.
gorgeous.
It was created by our artist, local artist, Lori Kelly. And this is going to be more glitter and Gatsby than gangsters, but they will show up. They will show up. But it'll think garden party because
Okay.
it's going to be outside at the pool area of the Hotel Leger, and it'll be inside in the ballroom. We'll have live and silent auction and just merriment at the new wine cellar that was created after Hotel Impossible renovation.
That is so cool. Let me show that.
You do know about the Hotel Impossible.
I do, but I don't know if everyone else does. So tell us.
Yeah. Well, there's what do you call it?
Like
A show.
yeah.
I
Like
know, but what do you call it?
HGTV or
A
one
reality
of those?
show. A
Okay.
reality show. It's like not Mission Impossible, Restaurant Impossible, or the cooking channels.
Yeah.
But this is all about renovating hotels that need some renovation. And so the Hotel Leger was selected as one of their candidates for a remodel, and there was a call out to the community for volunteers to take the pool room and the jukebox off the wall and create a salon.
Yeah.
So we have a beautiful mural that Lori Kelly created in the salon.
This is
So
the
it's a-
same woman who
does
did
that.
this.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Lori's incredibly talented, and with the support of her husband, Pete Kelly, they can do anything.
You were surrounded by talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I pick up water bottles and keep them happy. But having Glitter, Gatsby, and Gangsters at the hotel, I think, will show off the hard work of all of our volunteers, our artists, the sweat equity that went into creating the lobby, the wine cellar, refreshing the grounds, exterior grounds, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. And that's June 15th. And so there's going to be more and more information made available as we finish
That'll be
the editing and so
fun.
forth.
That's the day after my 27th wedding anniversary.
I think you could delay the party, come to Glitter Gatsby, wear
That would be
lovely
fun.
linen, and have your husband wear a nice,
Her long pearl necklaces.
don't
and
have
all-
him wear the pearl necklace.
No, me.
You can wear the
Me,
pearl
yeah.
necklace.
Yeah. And kids, just because it has the word gangsters on it, doesn't it means old time
Yeah, this
gangsters.
is more of an old
Keep
an
your
adult.
pants up,
Oh yeah, this is
right?
more of an
Yeah.
adult. Oh, that gangster. Yeah, it's not gangsta. This is
Gangsta.
gangster.
You're so cool. Yes, that is really neat.
Yeah.
Do some of the women come dressed like
Yeah,
this
they
one
do.
with the, was that flapper
A flapper dress.
look? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But then we're also going to have people, women, that think of F. Scott Fitzgerald and, Gatsby-ish. And there's a new movie coming out, and I'm sure everybody's going to be wearing white and playing croquet.
Oh, that'll be
So
so
we'll have
neat.
we'll have some period pieces there, and maybe a croquet set.
That would be really
So that'll be
cool.
the outside activity, not the indoor activity.
Was the inside and the outside of the hotel redone, or was it just that one room?
No, actually, well, we painted
Okay.
the outside of the hotel railings. The inside of the hotel, the bar was left alone, the dining room was left alone, and then the area that they had 2 pool tables and a jukebox and some chairs. That was pulled out and renovated with this beautiful mural that Lori designed, and a wonderful artist and non-artist volunteers painted, because Lori made it really easy for us.
Perfect.
And then they cut a wall out, a section of the wall, so there's easy access to the stairs. Guests don't have to go outside the bar and walk around to the
get
doors or
back
go through the
in,
kitchen
yeah.
to get to their rooms.
Yeah.
Now it's a lobby entry.
I would love to see that anyway, and this is a huge bonus. That is perfect. I think I will do that.
And they have a downstairs wine cellar that we'll be utilizing as well, and that was where, it was the basement. It's where you dump things and you store things. And so sometimes we laugh and say it was a super fun site, and it's not. It's a beautiful wine cellar.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
God, you have some fun stuff going on.
But there's one more thing I want to mention
Yeah.
just in wrapping, and
Yes.
that is, it's really fresh off the press. Saturday, May 11th at Shirley Hubbard's. It's a Friends for the Libraries fundraising, and another local a musician, Liam McCormick, graduate of Calaveras High School. His group is called the Family Crest. You got to log on, Google them. The music is fantastic.
Oh, really?
And anyway, he's coming in to be a part of the fundraiser, and so
And where's that going to be?
That's going to be, what do we call it? It's called the Gardens of Shirley Hubbard. And so
What's
Shirley's in San Andreas.
Should I know
and
that? I didn't know that.
That's
Okay,
okay.
San Andreas.
Come for lunch, I'll show you.
Okay.
But anyway, I want everyone to know that Liam is another example of the phenomenal talent that gets born, raised, and encouraged here.
Yeah.
And then they go on, and he's out of San Francisco, and he's phenomenal.
What a fun job you have.
I know.
Yeah. I know
is
it's a
Benny.
ton of work, but it's
fun.
got its perks, huh?
It's got its perks. That's right. I get in for free.
Yeah. Oh, that is so neat. You get to find all the dates and plan them out first before anybody else. That is really neat. Is there anything that you need? Anything else we need to say? We're almost out of time, and I know you have so much going on.
Well, please support the arts. Become a member of the Arts Council.
Yeah.
Please. We need your
$35.
support.
Anybody can do that.
We need your support. If we don't get
Okay.
the support, we don't do what we do.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness you do what you do.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Tammy.
Come back when we're partway through or when we're done with your series and tell us how it all went.
Very good. I
Okay.
will. Okay.
Hey, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Tammy's Window on Calaveras.